Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. He'll come out to the 25. Los Angeles taking the field, led by Justin Herbert, third-year man out of Oregon, whose career is off to an incredibly productive start.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
And here comes the Miami offense now, and it's the Southpaw in his 3rd season at the wheel for the Fins. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off the play action, Tagovailoa.
Open man, that's Gesicki down the field.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First carry for Raheem Mostert.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
The Dolphins hit 9 and 3 here on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Tua going to throw. And going deep for Hill. This is caught at the 20.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up first and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Here we go now on first and goal. Lance on the keeper. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Preston Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me, because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Now it's Herbert. His throw incomplete. Josh Palmer the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong
touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. As we roll on here in the month of December, Week 14 coming up tonight. We got a good one in the AFC West. Get the Parkas out, Kansas City and Denver from the frigid Empower Stadium at Mile High. And then tomorrow night you can turn those Parkas in for some shorts, golf polos, and flip-flops. Monday Night Football in Arizona. Patriots, Cardinals. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On play action, here's Tua. This is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Mostert. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They'll find Everett there, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, Herbert.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 60. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Creeping up on 1,000. Could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that. But also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage a quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, when your routes, you got an opportunity to catch passes now too.
Yeah, a little bit of a cat and mouse game.
Okay, ready?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Austin Johnson gets the sack defensively.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Throwing on second and long. Tua. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They throw it out right complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Tua now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Jalen Waddle
as the first half is winding down.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Third and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Back to the running game with Mostert.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
sets up to pass it. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Running the counter with Mostert.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
It's the gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Trey Lance.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
and what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
A little football one-on-one there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Herbert off of play action. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25.
This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
After the turnover, it's Tua.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
On second down, Mostert.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to pass. Tua.
Out route to Hill, complete.
Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short.
Brings up 4th down.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A run with Mostert up the middle. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Off the play action. Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from a strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Tua. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they get their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Xavier Howard on the coverage.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline, you know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed a push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Come on, set.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And they're going to speed things up here.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chargers' 16-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Working with a 2nd and 3. Tua going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
What's the deal, y'all? Ready.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
They run with Mostert off the option. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Lance. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On first down, it's Herbert. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Here's Herbert. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal. Here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Pinero's extra point up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab the nugget when I can.
So it's a win for the Dolphins here, and it was a strong performance by 2.